All right, joining me now on Inside TBT, he'll be making his Team Arkansas debut this summer. Sonny Weems, welcome to the show.
What's good? What's good? The one and only.
Dude, I'm fired up about this interview for multiple reasons. One, because you're a great baller, and I'm psyched to talk some hoops with you. And two,
Right.
because I think it means you're really gonna play this year.
Yeah, no. I've been contemplating for the past couple of years, and like I told you, a couple people trying to keep me away, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and play this year. Get some people back at home, and my mom has been talking about it a lot too. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and give her a final run of watching me play.
I love it. You got to do what mom asks. But obviously, this team's been making some noise the last few years. Jalen Barford, leading the charge. He's gone, but Fortson's back. You're on the squad now. But how tuned in had you been to TBT the last few years prior to this year?
I've actually been the acting GM with TBT, the past couple years or so, and that's how I kind of kept involved. And then actually, when we actually do training camp in Little Rock, Arkansas, before we kind of fly out to wherever we're going, and I actually participate in the practice. So I've been kind of active, uh, basketball wise, and as far as on the GM side for a couple of years now. So, and it's been fun for me. So. I think it's now, I think Monty's getting fed up of me just over there coaching and not playing. So I got to jump out there now.
Absolutely. So you've been part of it the last few years, of course. Prior to that, prior to Team Arkansas's construction, had anyone hit you up like, hey, you should come play in this TBT with me?
Not anyone specifically, but the my guy Kelly, he was over the team. He kind of helped put the team together a while back, and he reached out to me to play, and I was like, nah, I don't think I'm going to play because I was still kind of actively, aggressively in season, and we kind of started working together. I was like, I'll sponsor, a couple things on the team, and that's how we got the relationship that way. So, he kind of introduced me to the TBT team Arkansas and changed the name and everything. So.
Absolutely. So you are locked and loaded. The bracket came out today. You guys are playing Ram Up. You're the 3 seed, Ram Up the 6 seed. It's cool because it's Colorado State alumni. Are you excited about a matchup against another college alumni team?
I'm ready to go because this is one of the places I spend. I spend a lot of time in Colorado. I trained in Colorado in the summer times. One of my some of my good friends are from Colorado. Actually, I got drafted, to the Chicago Bulls, but the Denver Nuggets traded up to get me. So I have a little history with Colorado. So it'll be exciting to play against some of those guys. I don't know some of them personally, but it'll be exciting just to play against anything that has a Colorado name on it.
So Jason Smith is on the Colorado State. He player coach, but he's probably just going to coach. Did you have any NBA run-ins with him?
I don't think so. But when TBT comes, we'll definitely have some running for sure. It's
I
definitely
love
coming.
it. I love it. I love it. So at this point in your career, are you using TBT to improve any aspect of your game, or are you just trying to get out there and hoop?
Nah, I'm just getting out there and hoop, man. I'm not trying to improve anything in my career. I'm not trying to prove anything at this point, man. I'm just getting out there having fun. It'll get a chance for, like I said, my family, my friends to get a chance to see me play at home on ESPN, and it'll get the Arkansas fans haven't seen me in a while, and it'll get a chance for them to actually see me play that I could still be, not the so athletic Sonny Weems that I was in college, but I'm still kind of, fast and athletic and get up and down the floor. So they'll get a chance to see that out of me also. So, man, I'm super excited. I'm super pumped.
So as the GM, obviously you saw guys that you were like, all right, I could have a good time playing with that guy, or I would play
Right.
well with that guy. But now you know the roster, you know who's on the team. Who are you excited to play with?
Nick King. Nick King he had a really good, exciting season in Taiwan this year. I think me and him we train a lot, down here in Arkansas, and I think me and him kind of meshed pretty well. And Courtney also. I played against Courtney a lot, but I never really played against him. But I know his tendencies. I know what he likes to do on the court, so it'll be fun, to play against him as a point guard because I know what he likes to do. So man, it's just be fun. Like those two guys I'm most excited for, and I'm really excited for Sean Dawson to make his appearance in the TBT. He's coming off a great season, so it'll be great to see him get out there and showcase himself.
Have you put in the call to ISO Joe?
Man, I did. Man, ISO Joe didn't even respond to me, so I was kind of set back by that. He didn't respond to me, but hopefully, down the line he'll reach back out to me and he'll want to play. But never know. He might be a busy guy.
If you send him a video doing some yoga and you say, "Hey man, I love yoga too. Come play with us," I think that could get him.
Man, I like yoga, but I'm more into Pilates. I think Pilates works the core a little bit more. I think yoga is just extended stretching positions, but it's actually great for your body. But I'm into more Pilates.
So before we talk a little NBA and your career as GM, did you enjoy kind of pulling the strings, recruiting guys? Was that something you could see yourself doing in the future?
I did, because I've been playing many years. I've played in different countries. Played all over the league, and I've won at the highest level of all leagues. So I think I understand the game, and I think I understand, what it takes to, have a winning team because I've won, 10+ championships in my career throughout Europe, throughout Asia, and I think I understand the game, and I think I understand players, and and it was fun for me, putting together rosters and helping the coaches out, and I think that's something, I see myself getting into later on because of my experience, for sure.
That's very cool. Do you have a single championship that is your favorite that you won?
Uh, I would say, my the third one, the championship, because it was so many odds stacked against us. I mean, we had two NBA players that was out. We had Marshawn Brooks that was out, and we had Yi Jian Lee, who was probably the best CBA player that ever played the game of basketball in China. So, and that was probably the most the memorable because everyone counted us out, and we just came together as a team, as a unit, and we got it done. So
Very cool. So back when you were in the playing in the NBA, after you got drafted, did you have a welcome to the NBA moment? That's a common question, but I feel like some people think, oh, everyone talks about that. So I figured let's ask it.
I didn't, man. I was the cool rookie. I don't think it was thing back then because I played on that Denver Nuggets team, that made it to the Western Conference Finals and played Kobe. I mean, so those guys was, the Melos, and I mean, I don't think they was really into that, the rookie thing. So I kind of got off easy, thank God, though.
Do you think Melo should play with the Syracuse team?
Melo?
Yeah.
Oh, nah. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, Melo, he got other things. I mean, he got other things. You know what I mean? So he's Melo.
So of all your NBA teammates, let's put you in the starting lineup. You're picking four other guys that you played with in the NBA to build your team. Who are you picking?
Oh man, I would say defensively wise, I would say at the four, I would say Kenyon Martin. At the three, you definitely got to go with Melo. At the one, uh, man, Chauncey, of course. At the five, I would say Birdman, just because I'm a defensive guy. And at the three, I would say, I mean, the I would say DeMar.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with DeMar. I'll go with DeMar. I would put DeMar at the two, Melo at the three. I put Chauncey at the one, Birdman at the four. No. Birdman at the five. And who I said at the four? I said Kenyon at the four, defensively. That's a good
That's a
defensive unit, and we can score.
I think that's a championship winning team in today's NBA right there.
That's a good unit, right?
Yeah. That's a real
That's a
good
good
unit.
unit, right? That's a good unit. Okay, that's a good unit. So that's my five. Everybody I played with, I would go with that.
What was your favorite city to play in the NBA?
Toronto, hands down. Toronto, hands down. I mean, they had nicknames for us out there. I mean, we was balling. I mean, we was losing, but we was kind of younger. Me, DeMar, Amir Johnson, uh, Ed Davis. That was Chris Bosh last year at the time. So we had Hito Turkoglu, we had Antoine Wright. So man, we was young, and if they would have stuck with it, I think that we could have came out something good. Even though man, after we left, man, they turned out. Tomorrow, he's DeMar DeRozan. He's turned out NBA, all NBA players. So, man, that was some of the funnest moments that I had, man. I would say Toronto for sure.
Was there any team that for whatever reason you wished you got to play for and you never got to?
Denver. I got the year I got there, I got hurt. Um, I pulled my groin. I had to have surgery on my groin, and by the time I got back, they had Dante Jones at the three. They had Lennox Klayser. They had J.R. Smith. So it was like they don't need me now. And we went to the Western Conference Finals. So it's like, man, I wish I would have got to play on that team. It would have been super fun to play with those guys like in Denver, Western Conference Final, and I would have got to play Kobe at the West Conference Final. That would have been perfect. But things happen for a reason. So
So All-Star weekend, it's a big thing. Guys go on vacation if they're not in the All-Star game. What was your
right.
go-to All-Star weekend little break looking like?
Oh, All-Star weekend. I always went with one of my teammates. I went to the All-Star game because I was the cool rookie, like I said, man. And all my teammates always invited me to the All-Star game. So I went with J.R. Smith. I was in the dunk contest with J.R. Smith. I was throwing the alleys. I wasn't in it, but I was throwing the alleys, helping them out. And I was in the All-Star game with DeMar. So man, I went to the All-Star game. I was kicking at the All-Star game. So, those are
Which
two guys I went.
which All-Star games did you get to go to?
I think was it the one? It was one in Phoenix. And it was one in I forget the other one. I mean, I don't know. It's been so many years ago. But whichever one DeMar was in the dunk contest, and the year who else was in it? I was in. And JR. I forgot whatever year that was. So you can see it, you can look it all up on YouTube. I'm in there with the Nuggets jerseys, I'm in there with the Raptors jerseys, just throwing alleys up. So I ain't doing nothing, but
All right, I just got a couple more questions for you. These are the fun questions. So you said you've won 10 overseas championships, which means you've
well, I would say
traveled.
all together, I would say, yeah,
All right, so
career
10
wise. Yeah.
career-wise, 10 championships. How many airline miles do you have? And what's the
Oh,
airline that you have the most miles with?
everyone. Man, Star Alliance. Uh, man, I have everything. I have TSA pre-check. I have global entry. Like all my flights, I use my miles. I probably end up at the end of the day paying probably, man, 30, $40 at the most. And I have unlimited hotel miles with Marriott and man, all kind of miles. So, it's just so points. It's just I've been overseas for so long. I just racked up so many points and man, it's just flying, being overseas for me is like it's like moving within the states. When I was growing up, it's like so easy. It's so accessible to me. Like I can get around. I know which cities to go to eat. I know how to where to shop. If I want to go and hang out, take my son, take my daughter somewhere. I know the places to go in Europe, or in Asia. I'm pretty well, rail travel, so I get around pretty easy.
What's the worst food you ever had of all of the places you traveled
We're not
because of
gonna do
basketball?
that. The worst food that I would say that I ever had. Oh, are we going country wise or are we just speaking?
Country wise.
I would say America.
Really?
I would say America because everything is just like everything is. I don't know. Everything is greasy. Everything is salty. Everything is fattened. Everything is and everything is fresh over there. Where you're in Asia, Europe, everything is fresh. Everyone has vegetables on their plate when it comes out. It's a must. You have to have vegetables or fruit somewhere. When you get, I'm in. I come home, I see my family. I'm in Memphis, so everybody's just chicken wings 3, 4 times a week. So I'm just like barbecue. I'm just like I'm done with that. So you go all over the place. Everyone is it's just all bad food, America. So so I'm pretty picky nowadays. So I've been travel around a little bit more.
All right, favorite Memphis barbecue,
My uncle's.
which is what? Homemade or he's got a
Yeah,
place?
homemade, the brisket. Man, I don't know. He cooks it for like 3 weeks or something. Like it's crazy. Like he smokes it for long. He one of those guys, like one of them old school guys who like really barbecue. Has like drives around with a big barbecue pit, and pull up in the middle of the street and just start barbecuing. Everybody's okay with it because everybody know who he is. And so he's like OG barbecue guy. Like, he's really good at it. So his brisket is top notch.
What about of the like legit, not that your uncle's isn't legit, but of the like restaurants, what's your favorite Memphis barbecue place?
Whew. Uh, that's a tough one. I would say Tops Barbecue, maybe, because of their sandwiches. That's about it. I mean, the commercial restaurants, the chain restaurants, I don't really deal with them. I go to like the underground, the back, the backyard ones, where they get the real solid home cooking barbecue. I like that. I like those places.
All right, man. Well, I'm fired up to see you play in TBT. I'm gonna be in Arkansas. I'm hopefully gonna have an Inside TBT shirt for you to rock
Let's do
not,
it.
I'm gonna be in Wichita, not Arkansas. But my question for you, the last question, is how we wrap it up all the time. Do you have any questions for me? You have to ask a question to get let out of the interview. It can be about anything, but the floor is yours.
Man, are y'all ready to bring TBT to Fayetteville?
Ooh, that's something that comes up a lot. Do you think?
All right, listen. You understand the Razorback fans. I know you understand the Razorback fans. The amount of people that will show up to just support Arkansas, period. Just the old alumni in Arkansas, just the old faithfuls, the buzz, the craziness of Muscleman. We get all that behind us. You can understand the craziness. It'll be like March Madness all over again. And I'm telling you. And we're going to put together a solid roster. If we get in Arkansas, we'll put together a solid roster and we're going to make it work. Wow. I promise you. Let's do that.
All right. I love it. There you go.
Let's do it.
My answer is why not? Let's make it happen.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Woo pig suey.
All right, man. I love it. I appreciate you coming on the show. Looking forward to seeing you in Wichita. Looking forward to seeing you hoop this summer. Talk to you soon.
Man, thanks for having me.
Clocking out early, that's the dish I don't like. Been getting paid since I was riding on the bike. Hit the pedal with the 8th, hopping on the 9th flight. I've been chilling out of sight, I'll be at the bar tonight. Told the bartender, go and take my card to swipe. You try the same thing, but your card get declined. White rappers nowadays, no, we're not too hard to find. I'm so dapper with my ways, I'm gonna linger in your mind. Always told me good things will come to those who are patient, but I've been way too patient, writing bars in my basement. I'm anxious in the real world, it's time for me to say this. The basics, the talent in my mind, I can't waste it. My life is too safe, it's my time for risk taking. I'm baking my mind every day, it's the same ish. Lazy, my grind needs to get a new facelift. Coming from the underground and busting through the pavement. Rock with it and lean with it. My team winning, my team winning. Now rock with it and lean with it. My team turn up when I spit it. Now rock with it and lean with it. My team winning, my team winning. Now rock with it and lean with it. My team turn up when I spit it. Don't think that I'm playing because I'm saving the game, and I said that I will be more because oh yeah, that is so raving, racing and pacing around all these lanes in my lane, out my way, unless you're trying to pay me. Not from the playpen, it's coming from the jungle. When you hear the bell, you better be ready to rumble, because I'ma grab the gloves and I'm gonna flex my muscles. Go ahead and spit some bars, but you're probably just gonna mumble. A lot of rappers these days really need to get them humble, cause they think they at the top, they better stop before they stumble. Cause I'm swiping all their biddies while they swipe it right on Bumble. And your girlie calls me daddy, but she only calls you uncle. But no, we not related, homie, no, we not some fam. You never get in clubs, you can't even get in Sam. You never get in dubs like the Browns from the land. When push comes to shove, wave that towel in your hand. Rock with it and lean with it. My team winning, my team